The internet exploded overnight. Fans were left speechless. And behind the cameras, a hidden truth was finally exposed. Kim Kardashian's crypto influence shocked investors, and the fallout is still shaking the entire industry.
It really is. The numbers behind this are just, they're staggering.
Welcome to Saki Celeb Talk. Join us as we uncover the biggest celebrity stories, from shocking scandals and secret relationships to emotional breakdowns, luxury lifestyles, public feuds, and the hidden truths behind the headlines. We dive deep into the stories shaping celebrity culture and entertainment worldwide.
Yeah, and today's deep dive is, it's an intense one. We are looking at the quantifiable power of her digital empire, using academic papers, industry reports, and documentary footage to figure out how this level of celebrity actually alters reality.
Right, because we know she's famous, but are people actually taking financial advice from her or just hate watching her shows? Let's start with the crypto shock.
Oh, absolutely. So we really need to unpack this Stanford University study on her Ethereum Max Instagram promotion. A staggering 18% of surveyed adults saw that specific post.
Which is like a massive chunk of the population.
It is. But here's the wild part. 19% of those viewers actually invested in it. This spiked the coin's trading volume by 7% within a single hour.
Wait, 19%? That sounds statistically impossible for a financial conversion? Are we sure those weren't just bots inflating the numbers?
Nope. The researchers specifically isolated for retail investors,
Yeah.
real everyday people putting in real money. But even with that massive 7% spike, retail investors ultimately lost everything.
Because it's basically triggering a massive instantaneous demand shock, right? By the time regular users set up their wallets and paid the high transaction fees, the initial spike had already peaked.
Exactly. The early holders sold off, the price crashed, and the latecomers were left holding a relatively worthless asset.
So it's a classic pump and dump, just supercharged by a massive follower count. And she actually got hit by the SEC for this, right?
Yeah, not for the coin itself, but for failing to disclose she was paid to promote it. It shows her influence operates completely outside traditional trust. Her model relies entirely on just being looked at.
Which perfectly explains the situation with her 2025 Hulu legal drama, All's Fair. I mean, critics literally called it a crime against television. It's sitting at a dismal 6% on Rotten Tomatoes.
6% is brutal.
It really is. But it somehow became Hulu's most watched scripted debut in 3 years. I just couldn't figure out how those two facts coexist.
They coexist because of the hate watch economy. People tuned in just to see how terrible it was, to make memes, to mock it online. But to Hulu's ad servers, a hate watch generates the exact same revenue as a genuine fan watch.
Wow, so it's the digital equivalent of rubbernecking a car crash, except she's the one charging us admission.
Right. The digital architecture financially rewards the backlash. But if you love celebrity deep dives and hidden stories, make sure you subscribe, because this next part gets even crazier.
Yeah, speaking of crazy, look at her contrasting ventures. Right now, she's teaching her 10 Commandments of Business on a new masterclass.
Which is highly ironic, because while she's teaching modern business playbooks, her massive apparel brand, SKIMS, simultaneously scored a literal 0 on the Fashion Accountability Report for supply chain transparency.
0. That's a massive contradiction. But it makes sense. If your business model is bulletproof to bad reviews, you don't actually need to care about supply chain optics.
The engagement machine just keeps running. But behind the scenes, another secret was quietly unfolding, because monetizing all this attention comes with a dark side.
The complete loss of a private reality.
Exactly. Because her entire life is on camera, she has become the ultimate training data for artificial intelligence. In May 2026, hyper-realistic AI deepfakes of her at a highly controversial party went massively viral.
I remember that, but why did it take so long to debunk? I mean, she has one of the biggest PR teams on Earth.
The speed of the algorithmic outrage cycle just outpaced human intervention. The fake video fed into that exact same hate watch algorithm we just talked about. It triggered instant emotional reactions, so platforms pushed it everywhere before anyone could flag it.
If you weaponize the algorithm, it can easily weaponize you back. And that digital vulnerability is bleeding into her physical reality, too. In a recent documentary trailer, she revealed an incarcerated person tipped her off about an active hit placed on her life.
Which is just terrifying. It brings back all the intense trauma of her 2016 Paris robbery. The psychological toll of being a constant, highly visible target is overwhelming.
Yeah, and amidst all this recent stress, she officially halted her journey to pass the bar exam and become a lawyer.
The pressure of maintaining that hypervisible empire simply broke her capacity to do anything else. You cannot separate unprecedented digital power from profound personal vulnerability.
Which leaves you, the listener, with something crucial to consider. How much of your reality, from the investments you make to the shows you binge, is being invisibly shaped by this kind of celebrity gravity?
And it raises a chilling question. If malicious artificial intelligence can seamlessly fabricate the reality of the most photographed, well-resourced woman on Earth, what happens when these exact same tools are turned on everyday people?
People who don't have a PR team to deny the fake images. If the digital car crash can be faked, we might all end up paying the price of admission. You've been listening to Saki Celeb Talk, where we uncover the stories, secrets, and drama shaping celebrity culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories the internet can't stop talking about.